Wisdom and discipline. How do these two things relate? Well, first of all, any discussion of wisdom is impossible to have without knowledge as a backdrop. Wisdom is simply the proper interpretation of knowledge. But just because you have wisdom to know what the right thing to do in any given situation, does that mean that you'll actually do it? Well, in fact, not. Ken Blanchard wrote a great book, and I read it some years back, called No Can Do. This book suggests that the gap that exists between ignorance and knowledge and wisdom is but a very small gap compared to the absolute chasm that exists between knowing and doing. Many people know the right thing to do. They have the wisdom to hold their tongue in a particular direction, to hold their fork in another situation. They just don't do it. Think about the wisest man who ever lived. In fact, I was at church recently and I was listening to a story about Solomon. And Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, in many cases at critical moments, didn't follow his own wisdom. What about the person who, rather than eat a healthy diet and engage in some form of modest exercise, and hey folks, I'm talking to myself here, but you can find them instead scouring the internet, searching for that perfect and easy diet or that magic pill to swallow. There's all sorts of other devices out there. I had a family member recently buy one. It's some kind of like electric belt. Just put this belt on and turn it on and it'll zap that fat right off of you. And of course, the underlying message is you don't need discipline. You can eat whatever you want, whenever you want to eat it. But my friends, if you and I are to live our best life, of course we should seek knowledge, read books, go to school, go to a seminar, talk to smart people and learn. Pay attention every day. That once you've learned, you think and mix in good values and finally arrive at wisdom. But also, we've got to do the far more difficult work of exercising the discipline it takes to do what wisdom says to do. Gaining wisdom and knowledge simply requires listening, reading, observing, learning. But discipline? Now, that requires doing. Mix wisdom with discipline over time and step into your best life. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next HOG Cast.